All right, we're gonna do some cooking. I'm sure Christine will be annoying. She's here somewhere. I have no idea where she's at, but it's definitely somewhere. But we're gonna go ahead and to be honest with you, I have no idea what I have in terms of like what's thought out. I know I had to place an order yesterday as far as groceries are concerned, so I have a fresh delivery order thing from Amazon coming. Yeah, I don't know what I have. I'm gonna see what's thought out, what's available, and we're gonna get some stuff cooking here. I know I'm going to be using my pans, so we'll get that going right out of the gate. Warm those up, because I'm sure whatever it is, you know what I don't have? I don't have any rice because Christine didn't make any. So we're gonna go with some potats. I'm gonna hit some potatoes, and some. No, you know what? We'll do a little bit of a breakfast type meal here. Even though I gotta eat these. No, we'll go with this. And we'll do some sourdough. Yeah, that's gonna work. And then I'll have her make me some rice for a later meal. So I'm gonna go with a couple of whole eggs. This is one of those things, I've been doing a lot of this lately. I actually did just get some egg whites in the order that I was just talking about. But this is something I've been doing for a while since eggs became, a rich man's game. Oh shoot, you know what we don't have? I don't have any good cooking oil, but this is a good one. I do have a really good olive oil here, but I'm not gonna cook with that. I'm cooking on a little bit of a higher heat, so I wanna make sure that I'm using an oil or a fat source that holds up a little bit better to that higher heat. So I'm gonna use some of the organic butter that we got here. I'm just gonna use a little bit of that on each pan. Actually, I don't think I need the secondary pan. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of that there. But like I was saying, what I've been doing since eggs have became something that only LeBron James can afford is just a little bit of turkey, and I make a couple of patties out of them, and I'll typically season them with like a Tony something or other. My man Tony, Creole seasoning, but I'm basically out. I'm just gonna put that back until Christine finds it empty, and eventually it'll get replaced, But right now I'm gonna use a Cajun seasoning for it, just because that's what we got. And I'm gonna make this super easy, simple, ready to go here, just so you guys see how quick and easy it is. I'm gonna go with about 130 grams of chicken. I want this to be a little bit more heat up. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Season this up a little bit. I'd like this to be a little bit more hot, the pan, but it is what it is. I'm gonna flatten that down, which I'll show you guys in a minute. And then with this, I'm gonna have just a couple of whole eggs and some sourdough. Just season it directly in my hand. Made a mess on the stove, we'll clean that up. So now I got this nasty ass chicken and seasoning all over my hand, but I just want to show you guys what we're working with there. So that's the mess I made, right? 134 grams of chicken breast. And again, we're just making some patties out of that. Now I'm gonna scramble my eggs, hit my toast, and I'll show you guys what we're working with for a quick and easy meal that we started at what, about 12:30. It's, you know, because we're almost 6 minutes in here. So we'll see what time we get done there. All right, so this is one where I do get a lot of you guys asking me about different breakfast ideas. Actually, I think one of my Jesses asked me today about a breakfast option. No, never mind. That was a chicken meal, which this does have chicken in it, 90% lean ground chicken breast. But the other thing here, if you really want to make it more of a breakfast meal, would be, I would go with some coriander. Right. Maybe even if you want like the texture of the, it's gonna add some flavor too, but even the texture of the patty would become more sausage. Like if you added in some sage, coriander, maybe some onion powder, maybe some crushed red pepper flakes in there if you like it spicy. And boom, you have like an actual legit like chicken sausage that you just made, a sausage breakfast patty to go with a couple eggs, some sourdough toast, some oatmeal, whatever it might be that you're having. But it is a solid alternative. It only takes a few minutes to cook. I mean, we're probably going to take like 10 minutes to be able to get this done. We're at 12:44 now, so right around the corner from that. I probably got a couple minutes left here on this. All right, so I don't want to spill nothing. But that's where we're at. Oh, God, it moved. But that's where we're at. So we got our chicken patties, whole egg, and then on our sourdough bread. Quick, easy. We're at 12:48 exactly. I'm cleaned. I cleaned everything. I mean, I left a little bit here and there just to make sure that Christine has enough to keep up, you know, her practice with her cleaning. But got everything done. I'm about to sit down and eat. And yeah, that took a total of what, like 13 minutes or something like that. Got to do the math. But quick, easy meal that could be a breakfast option. I'm actually having it for a meal too because I don't have any rice, so I'm making do with what I got. But definitely going to be delicious. Uh-oh.